What's up with the Culturalites, some Royal Life.
Big Pip.
It's your boy Kels. Make sure y'all subscribe and like.
Hit that notification button.
And what we're gonna talk about now is, man, who's the cultural leaders for the black community, man? Like, just for hip hop, just for the black people in general, man. Like, you know, we ain't got who's our Malcolm and Martin right now. Like,
Jesse
you know what I mean?
Jackson or no Al
Yeah,
Sharpton
who's Malcolm
like
Martin,
that.
Jesse Jackson, Sharpton,
Malcolm Martin.
you know what I'm saying? All that, man. Like who speaks for us, man? And who do we really look to?
Man, when these
just for
shootings and
leadership,
these
man.
bad Black Lives Matter things going on, I
All
mean,
of that.
like I was saying, like I was telling him, the only person I could think of would probably be like, I mean, you like Big J, man, Jay-Z, man, he do a lot for the community, man. Like I remember with the stuff in Ferguson, him and Beyonce, like people didn't know, like he bailed out a lot of people that was rioting and stuff like that. They did that out of, you know, his own way, secretly and shit.
Like last year, he bailed out on a lot of dudes on Father's Day.
Father's
like,
Day,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So I definitely think Jay.
But he don't do it for the glory, you know, like for the shine and nothing like that. But
I think we definitely got Jay and Puff, man. I think
Puff,
I think they both do a lot of things that are good. Like, you know, as far as black business, like leading the way and showing people, you know, it's possible to get out here and try to get your own thing going, get your bag as long as you're ready to put that work in and try to grind toward it. They're two examples that you can do anything and be in any room, you know what I'm saying, and you know, achieve whatever.
Right.
I don't know if it's fair or not though, but I think that they've elevated themselves to that status, and I think with that comes the responsibility of actually speaking for the people and leading the people in some ways.
Right.
And I'm not sure if they do that politically enough. I know Jay has had that relationship with Obama and stuff like that.
they do it.
No reason to do it now.
You
like,
know,
Well,
you
there's
know
always a reason. There's definitely, like we were just talking about the shooting, the
yeah, I'm
police
just speaking
brutality.
as
Like
far
there's
as
a lot of.
being like as far as being cool with the president and all that.
Yeah,
shit.
nah, I'm not saying anything to be cool.
You know who I think is about to start doing political and maybe doing more stuff like that? Will Smith, man.
Oh no,
He be doing a lot,
You know
man.
what and I gotta say this shit.
What?
Your boy, Killer Mike.
Oh, Killer Mike
yeah.
definitely.
Killer Mike,
yeah.
man, that
Definitely does his
motherfucker,
thing.
man, he
Him
is.
and David
Banner, so yeah.
David
Banner,
yeah,
Killer Mike,
man.
I fuck with Killer Mike.
They kind of picked up where I think KRS left off. They're more of an
Killer
underground
Mike
type
is
of way
fucking
for the
beast,
people.
man.
You know what I'm saying?
For the new age, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's definitely really like Puff and Jay, man, and I think. Go ahead.
The reason why I would say Killer Mike over puffing them because Killer Mike be in the trenches. Like,
Right, he be in the street.
right now, like Jay-Z, and I don't know what all they do behind the scenes, but it could be more, I don't know, but I'm just saying for what I can visually see,
Right.
Killer Mike be in the trenches.
What about J. Cole? He was in there.
Him too.
He was walking around with
Yeah,
him.
But like I
I
can't
think he
compare
got.
with Killer Mike.
I think he just shows
Cole,
up.
He
He don't
does.
really like.
He put his voice to it and
right,
his power
right,
to it
right,
as much.
right.
You got people that don't have that kind of power to stand, and I think for stand for the right things, like a Myson, but they don't have a big enough platform to
Right.
really be, you know, the leaders of the culture. I really think it just comes back to Jay and Puff, really, right? And I think it might
Black
not be
owners.
fair,
Black
but I think
owners.
it's on them to take another step further in really starting to organize and gather and really kind of like be that leadership that we have, because we had them voids, man. Ever since they took Malcolm and Martin, like Jesse Jackson and Al Sharpton, man, they never really spoke for the
They got too
people.
much
You know what I'm
controversy
saying?
around it.
But you know why there's not a lot of leaders now? Because all the leaders that we have, the government kills them.
True.
And people don't want to die. So that's what it is now. So people are like, and that's just a fact. Just think about it. Huey P. Newton.
Yep.
Fucking Fred Hampton. Malcolm X.
Yeah. Martin.
Anyone who does is like a hero to the black community and people pay attention to and listen to, they kill him, man. Fidel
That's why I'm
Castro.
glad Obama never got assassinated.
Obama, man, like
Obama didn't do
Obama
anything.
didn't really do nothing for black people like that. People
Nothing.
like to say it was great symbolism to have a black president and stuff, and
Right.
shout out to him or whatever like that. But like as far as black issues, he never really addressed that because he was so
Absolutely not.
politically aware of what he didn't want to, you know what I mean? Which kind of made me mad with him after like the first 2 or 3 years, and I was kind of off the Obama train. I'm one of the few, but like I'm really into politics, and I know a lot of the stuff. Obama never really, he didn't do what he could have to help us as a culture.
Not at
You know
all.
what I'm saying? So. I think it was a great symbol to have as a president, but I can't even put him up there with the leaders of black people, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But see, that's why I said Will Smith, because I think he's been trying to do more with his IG and doing, you know, more posts about, you know, black issues. And then, like I said, he might run for president. I think I saw him in, like, The Rock. But I don't think The Rock
that's
do
cool,
nothing
but
for
who's going to
black
be the
people,
president
whatever.
for us? You see what I'm saying? Like, who's
Right.
going to not just be
It
a
will
black
never,
president?
it will never be, man, because if it's they're never gonna let a black person that's pro-black be the president. It would never happen.
Right.
I don't even think he has to be a president. It just has to be somebody that has that platform that can move people. And
I just think people don't want to die, man. That's what I think it has to do with.
Right. And if they say if you're not willing to die for nothing, then you know what I'm saying.
I mean,
what you living for?
that's true.
You know, my man 2 Chainz, he be on CNN doing that shit like
but
that.
he's not a
what people
person you
know.
can say. It's only a few people that you can take serious enough that where whatever they speak about, you'll listen. Whether it's some hip hop stuff, whether it's political stuff, whether it's it's just something in the culture. And I think really only people that have that voice of power
And just
is
like
Jay and
bro,
Mo.
and you think
And
about
Jay's
it, and Kaepernick did it, and they made sure he didn't make another dime.
Bro, you hear what happened there somewhere?
What?
They said Johnny Manziel trying to get back in NFL.
Yeah,
he did a showing. They said like 13 NFL teams out there. Kaepernick did the same thing. Nobody showed up.
That's kind of like false. We're not gonna promote fake news because what really happened was that Johnny Manziel went to I think it was San Diego State or whatever.
Right.
Somebody else's pro day. He didn't announce it to nobody.
Oh, okay.
So they all went to go see the players that were coming from there, and he just
So he did a hokey doke move.
Yeah. So it ain't gonna be no fake news. Like even though Cap still don't got a job. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be careful about.
He will never get it. He will never get.
He's not, no. But so that's why I don't really watch the NFL no more because if you can say you're blatantly racist, to me, if you got a bakery, right, and you got the best cakes in town, I love your cakes, man. I gotta eat them shits all the time, and I come to find out you're like, yo, I don't really like niggas. Regardless of how good your cakes are, I'm not gonna keep patronizing you and giving you my money or whatever if somebody that specifically doesn't like what I'm for or
this is
whatever
the
like
thing.
that. You know what I'm saying?
Nobody speaks out. No corporation speaks out for them.
Definitely. They ain't trying to lose no money.
Listen, Nikes, we spend the most money on sneakers and all kind of shit. They don't ever be supporting black issues. Of course not.
Right.
And they don't. That's just what it is, man. That's never going to happen. What they did is when Kaepernick started speaking out against that shit. Well, he didn't even speak out. It was a silent, peaceful protest.
Right.
When he did it, he knew then, I knew then, that it was going to take away his money.
Yeah.
What they're saying, what white people say is, this is our shit. If you say anything that opposes what we think, we'll take your money away so you can't feed your kids, your family,
You're
yourself.
just like the rest of them.
Right.
That's just what happened. That's why a lot of them don't say shit.
Yeah.
You think that's why Jordan don't never say nothing?
Fuck no. He doesn't. That's the
He
reason
said
why.
Republicans buy sneakers too.
Right.
That was his favorite quote.
So this is the thing.
Right.
If he stops, they'll make your money stop. That's just a fact.
Yeah.
I dig that, but at the same time, man, we as a people are going through so much, man, that we have to have some type of leadership, man. We haven't had no solid leadership since the '60s, man.
Yeah.
And it's
I can't
like
see it happening. No time.
it's crazy. It's so I think it's a couple people that are capable of doing it. And I think they're doing what they can in their own little ways. You know what I'm saying? But I would just like to see one of those two figureheads just step out. And I think I probably put this on Jay a little bit more because he's more serious. Like I shout out to Puff and I love everything he does. But like what he did with the Carolina Panthers thing. When you come out saying that you're going to make a bid to buy the team and we're going to have, the most lit Super Bowl, or not Super Bowl, but halftime shows, and first thing we're going to do is hire Kaepernick, you're automatically making it a joke. So we need people to be serious because if you come out and say that you're going to get Kaepernick before you could even put a bid in for the team, you're kind of playing, they're not going to accept that.
But but he knows they will never make him an owner. Not
no,
right
I mean, I think they had a chance until the other day when the main investor pulled out. It was him and Stephanie had a bigger investor, but because the biddings went up past 2.5 billion, so the main investor kind of backed out from there. Puff's only worth 820 million. So, and as a majority owner, you have to be able to own 30%.
How much Steph Curry? How much he got?
Nothing like that, but you gotta have you have to have 30% liquid of whatever the cost of the team is as the main investor. So, you know what I mean? If it was like maybe a $2 billion joint, then Puff could have been the main investor, but past 2.5, he don't have enough bread to be the main investor. But my whole thing is, that was been a great thing, a great business move for black people. But to come out there and make jokes about it, to kind of sabotage it before it even has a chance of making it, I don't think Jay would have ever pulled no type of move like that. Like, I'm going to come out and I'm going to, what I mean? You handle business. He's a way more...
Jay never been the joking type.
He's more, some things aren't to be joked with. And if you're trying to get our foot in the door with certain situations, that's not the time to joke. Right. Joke after you get,
as a culture, that's what we do, man. When we think we can't get something, we'll joke about it. Like, that's just like the culture. That's just how we do, man. I'm not saying it's right, but...
Right.
I feel that, man, but I don't know, man. I think they have the power to in the next 10 years kind of change the dynamic and lead the culture in the ways that
Is
they
there
want.
any black owner in any sport?
Yeah, there's black owners in basketball. Jordan owns
Not
the
NFL though,
majority.
is it?
There's no black majority owners. in
Yeah,
the
not in NFL. NBA they do it. Baseball they do it.
I'm not sure if there's any black baseball owners.
Remember, Magic, no, him and
Magic has a percentage of
Right.
investment group.
Yeah, and
he's
it's
part of
like
a group.
and it's
They
like
bought the Dodgers.
5% and shit.
Yeah,
like
it's
that.
not a
That'll
whole
be
lot of.
great.
It's not a big.
That's how
NBA,
they use
NBA
Jay-Z.
might be the most.
That's how they use Jay-Z. They use Jay-Z to build up the
Nets.
Right.
Nets,
Well,
but he
well,
owned
that,
a fucking
He owned a small percentage.
a 0.5%, 1%, something like
Right.
that.
It was a small percentage, but
But
it
they
was
used
really,
him to get niggas.
it was his name for the move to Brooklyn to facilitate that and everything. They would kind of grease the wheels.
Just like how Usher owns some of the Cleveland
Yeah,
Cavaliers. and shit
or
like
Nelly
that,
owned
yeah.
a piece of the Bobcats and all.
Right,
You know what I mean?
right,
So it's majority
Normal
ownership is
Bobcat,
different.
but
Well, at the time it was
Right, right,
so
right.
he said he owned that piece. I'm not sure how that worked out in the deal.
I don't know how that worked out either.
Robert
man.
Johnson sold it. It sold it to Jordan. And
What like BET on?
It was Robert Johnson that ran BET at the time.
Right, right,
That's why they
Every
named the
fucking
Bobcats after him and Bob. But yeah, I don't know, man. Who's the coach? Who leads the culture, man? I think, like I said, I think Puff and Jay have they have the potential to do
Yeah, I
it
think they have the
seriously.
potential. I
If they
think
take
they
themselves
do.
seriously and start and they're making great business moves. But now I'm talking about outside of business and just kind of leading the culture in the right direction. I think Jay did a great job with that 444 album of showing growth in a different direction for people. And you know what I'm saying? So it's things like that, man. You know what I mean?
I agree.
So I don't know, man. Who do y'all think leads the culture, man? Y'all let us know.
Right. Who would miss?
Comments below.
Definitely.
All that. Another one. Culturalites. We out of here.
We out.